I was just going to share a few things with you before I go. I'm going to go to the golf course and meet a few guys. I need to go over some literature with you here in a little bit. I've never really showed, but I think it's time that I show a bunch of the books. It's a lot of them, okay? Because I've been looking at some of the podcast of individuals, all different kinds of shit, and people are so lost. They're lost. The average individual, they're not even a human being. What that means is they can't read. They can, but they can't put AI down for 2 or 3 years and get into 30 or 40 books. If your brain can handle that. Now, in the beginning, I couldn't handle but just a paragraph. And then that paragraph turned into pages, and then to chapters, and then to books, and then to speed reading, and then here we are. And seeing truthfully all the letters and all that, there's spirit in the letters. And you don't have that. You won't even question it. But you'll find out how wrong that you are when you don't question it, when you go to the other side. Every person that laughs at me, that act alone will be a figure around them, because that point in time, we don't understand that some things in life, if we ignore something, that was our only shot and to change and to get out of this thing that we're in. But the average human being, they don't have a pineal gland. They don't. If they did, they could fucking think. And those of y'all that are barely hanging on, you've got a little bit of left of the yellow-like substance that's in the pineal gland. There's white-like substance in the pituitary. And when you replace those two with substances from fast food, coffees, energy drinks, and all that, then you replace that with like an oil change, because it's oil. The cerebrum is the thick oil. The cerebellum is the thin oil. Motor transmission. That's the invention of the vehicle, is from your fucking brain. It's that easy. And now you got these humans, which are not human, that can work on these cars left and right, but have no idea that they're doing brain surgery. It's so easy. These doctors have no idea that they're working on motors. The battery is positive and negative. That's the pituitary and the pineal gland. Positive and negative. The sympathetic nervous system, the Pingala and the Ida, the vagus nerve, I think is what they call it in the medical field, but it comes out and crosses. So yellow and white cross, positive and negative. So what does that do? It creates more what? Of a currency. Yeah. Of the oil in you that goes and lights the whole house. But you have physical currency. See, Ahriman sees physical currency. Jesus Christ knows that the currency is our oil and our blood. And what we put in us makes that. It turns water into wine. That's what Scripture's about. See, the spring water develops the ether body. Okay? Ether would be air. So ether has to do with spirit. Astral, which is that up there, has to do with your soul. Do you understand? So the more spring water you drink, the more you're going to build your ether, your spirit. All that water's charging everything out there under the ground. Just because it comes out of that one spot don't mean that's the only place it's coming. It's water and everything under the ground. So what's giving all that stuff out there, the bright colors right now, the blossoms and the smells and those lights, you're absorbing that water. And it is going into here and and when you don't have that, you're in front of this all day just scrolling. And all that shit in there, it breaks down, shuts the anatomy down. It's like Red Cross. Is it a organization? Yes. Where does the word organization come from? Us. Organs. Organization. So all these organizations that you tell me is real to the haters, what does that mean? That means it's organs, part of a one world satanic structure of Ahriman. It's not hard to fucking see it. I love you. I got to go. But I'll be back shortly. We'll go over some books because you've got to cut the fucking world off. You're not going to get out of it. I don't care. Your eyes, whoever you are, you're wrong in every account about your whole existence. For one, you will not question it. For two, you can't. 3, you don't have the ability to fucking put the AI down because that's who you are. You've been designed to morph into AI. And all the emotions that comes from the commercials, movies, ads, billboards, and all that is black magic. And you're an idiot because you can't fucking put it down. You'll be going, this guy's crazy. You see this, what, career? You memorized it. You don't have no observation, no experience. You memorized what you're doing. That's it. You don't question it. You go out and get fucked up on weekends and show people, man, I worked hard for that degree. I'm going to get fucked up. We don't. That's why we can see it. That's why it's a fucking lie. I love you.